Check out that magpie nest in the tree, guys. They've been working on it for some time now. I was wondering if we were going to hear any birds chirping, but yep, here they are. You can hear that crunch of that person walking. Hey guys, welcome. Now, wow, it's quite the time. It's quite the time here. The selenite wand broken. Winter got into a little bit of a brawl with spring. Winter won. Winter's back. Oh, guys. What I would give just to experience some spring right now. Where I live, we don't get to really see spring or autumn, the fall. And fall's my favorite time of year just for all the colors. I'd love to experience a little bit more spring, but very thankful for the time of year. You know, life returns. Life literally returns to a frozen, dormant place. Guys, Biscuit Boo also had a haircut. Wait, look, guys. He got a little hairdo. Oh, Biscuit Boo. This is not gonna work, Biscuit Boo. Oh, guys. So spoiled, I know. I know. Okay. Guys, I'm feeling very depressed today. I'm feeling very sick. I'm feeling like the energies are very, 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 very thick and dense. And we're clearing out that last of the stagnation that we accumulated through the winter months. And we know this is the incredible thing about the earth. The earth restores the balance in it itself. That's what I love. Like when it's the spring equinox on the northern hemisphere, in the southern hemisphere, it's the autumn equinox, and vice versa with the summer and winter solstices, right? So the earth right there is already restoring the balance at all times and keeping it. Tell my mom, guys. Don't tell my mom. So, yeah, my side is really hurting again. I'm not gonna lie, guys. Like, I have my moments too where that cup is there. And you know what the crazy part about that cup is? It's ourself offering it to ourself, but through connection to the devil energies. So that's why, like, you wonder, like, when we're battling drinking from that cup, it's ourself offering it to ourself through connection to those devil energies. We have to honor that. And I'm here for a reason, guys. You know what? I have a reading dedicated to Aries season and the expansion, what's being offered. But I was called to be here today for a different message. And as well as, guys, there's still that 10 of Pentacles special that will be aired. Stay tuned, okay? All right. Guys, I'm really feeling this need for this morning. So much of us repress where we want to naturally expand with the masculine because of our environments. And then because we're repressing, we get depressed. And it's beneficial to know things that help us to raise our vibration. And working with our chakras, we know to, I don't want to put that in Biscuit Boo's face. I don't want to smoke out the plants. Continue to have it over here. All right, so let's see. Okay, let's see what's happening. All right, now these three cards, I can't even believe how I found them. I found them underneath my table. Okay, guys, so I noticed this. Here's the freaking message. What is it? What is it? No way. The Fool with the 10 of Cups and the Tower. Of course. So, we're having a beginning. We've entered a new season, a new cycle. This is connected to the cosmic cross of transformation and working with the other elements in order to shapeshift the seasons, the natural rhythms of creation of this planet. So we're having a new beginning. This is connected to a fresh approach. We're seeing something in a whole new way, okay? Now, this dog, it's very wolf-like. It has a message for us, and we're going to find out what it is, because it's connected to these two cards right here. Now, the Tower is here. The Tower is here. Something's been blown up for a reason. Because it's getting us to the 10 of Cups, and I feel like for many of us, this was a relationship. This was a relationship on the way to the 10 of Cups. Not for all of us. For some of us, this was a business opportunity. Something was blown up because it was in the way of our 10 of Cups. So let's find out what this is. The 8 of Swords, okay, the 8 of Swords challenge with the 7 of Swords, of course. Freedom from the 8 of Swords. This is inner child healing. Now, this makes complete sense. These were the mystery cards, guys. So, La Luna is illuminating a truth that's connected to the inner child and the healing from the 8 of Swords in order to blossom. And it's connected to time, guys. This is connected to facing time. Facing our old patterns of old earth that are connected to that cup, and we need to apply the new patterns of new earth that are connected to our healing, that are connected to this space and our expansion. Excuse me, and that's what this dog here is saying. It's saying to us, it's time. It's time to do this. It's time to free ourselves. But we are very cocoon-like here. I can feel the cocoon in the 8 of Swords. And when we move from the 8 of Swords to the 7 of Swords, we free ourselves from that cocoon. This 7 of Swords is very different in the Tarot de la Nuit. Let's see what it's connected to. All right. So we're healing. We're picking healing. We're picking the new patterns. And we're being shown something. We're being shown something of our truth. It's connected to our flame. It's connected to how we're freeing ourselves from this space. This is key. We're gonna find out what this means. Just hang tight, okay, guys? And this has to do with our responsibility to the earth, through the earth, with the earth. And remember, the earth is connected to body, and that's how we communicate with the mother. And we're healing with the mother and father through our perceptions. This is the main gift of the time we're in right now. This is why I'm here. And that is connected to working with the counselor of water. We are analyzing the flow. And we're not going to interrupt the flow unless it's extremely important and this question is beneficial for our journey. We're going to listen. We're going to be in active dialogue with the divine, but we're going to listen. We need to hear something. And it's connected to the masculine and feminine, the 11 of fire. We're working on something here with the mother and father through the masculine. And we're expanding it through the earth. And it's connected to healing with our family lineage, healing from these curses, purification, detoxification in order to balance our karmic scales through the earth. And it's connected to the seeds of life and how all the seeds of life are connected. This also means something. This is what's being understood here. This is what's being understood here. And now we're going to honor this truth. We're going to honor this through the feminine and through the masculine. And it's healing. This is healing. I want to also say too, within this 3 of the earth, we are connected to the red string of faith. That red string and all the people that we are bonded to. That means we are working on solar plexus healing. This has something still to do with our solar plexus. We're understanding the 6 of Cups here, the restoration to innocence, that this is part of the equation. This is part of the journey. This is part of the path. What we came here to do on mission work. We're understanding this. This is happening within. This is happening within. We've gone within. We're healing with the mother, which is allowing more inner child healing and expansion, because we're healing with the father. And we talk about this on the 10 of Pentacles future special. All right, guys, let's see what's being activated here. Perception. Perception, understanding, worldview, opinion of self, clarity, and objectivity. And this has to do with an opinion we have of self. We're going to gain clarity on this in order to heal and expand. So it has to do with what is influencing our perception right now. Perception is the 5th of the influence cards, pertaining to the organization, identification, and interpretation of sensory information. And there it is. So, in order to understand what we sense and experience. So, when the perception card appears, it symbolizes an opportunity or need to look at how you analyze and interpret your experiences, and how your interpretation then influences your choices and ability to see and weigh options and opportunities. And this is going to expand. This needs to expand. This needs to expand in order to get here. This is what we're doing here. This is what we're doing here. We're understanding this. We're creating this. We're doing this through patterning that we're applying from the old to the new. That's why we're having a beginning. This is why we're having this beginning. We're moving forth on our journey again. We're not in a stop now. We've gone forward. Okay, let's see. This has to do with dealing with illusions. Are our perceptions still clouded with illusion? And we have to really be careful with this place, because look, fantasy and illusion is part of creation here. It's part of creating here. It's part of this place. But there's still reality. And is our reality in alignment with our illusions? And is our illusions clouding, putting a veil over our reality? Because something of a truth within our reality is trying to communicate with us so that we can heal and expand and clear something. So we need to expand our perception in order to do this. And remembering this sword is positively and negatively charged all in one. It holds the charge of the masculine and feminine within it. It's precise. So let's see what's happening here. And you know what? We're going to La Luna. We're just going to ask her. We know it's almost time for the full moon. We'll be meeting up for the full moon. And then we'll probably be getting to these 2 readings I've been working on that we were just discussing here. So please hang tight with me, guys. Oh, we already have a card. What is it? The Fountain. The Fountain is working with the energy of Aquarius through Cancer and Leo. This definitely means something, guys. Because you can see Biscuit Boo here. Here, you probably need this one too. You can see that there's connection. The cards are communicating, guys. But I really still feel like there's one more message that goes with this. Yeah, there it is. Okay. We're being challenged by air. Of course we are, because we're being challenged by our perceptions. This is on target, guys. This is on point. So we're being challenged by our perceptions, by the element of air, and of course, because we leveled up. So now we're going to have a challenge. And what does it have to do with? The Five of Wands charge, this battle, this internal battle, okay? And it's connected to our authentic vibration as well as our internal beliefs. And of course, healing with the child. That's what we're doing. We're healing with the child right now. We're healing with the mother. We're healing with the father. We're healing with the child. He's gonna make his own bed, guys. But I'm letting him hang out today. He had his hair cut. That was enough for him. So we're gonna use our instinct, okay, guys? We're gonna use our instinct. The Fountain, from Cancer to Leo, ruled by Neptune and the Sun. A handsome and heroic female figure with red-brown wavy hair emerges from an urn out of which gushes a cool sparkling fountain. She is bathed in the pale blue flowering waters. She wears a winged helmet symbolizing the ability of the imagination to take flight and reach great heights. Her demeanor is tranquil and confident as she looks out of the card towards the viewer. Her head and shoulders are framed by a pale sun-like full moon. Isn't that interesting? So, by the full moon. A sun-like full moon, I love it. So, the sun symbolizes dynamic creativity, while the planet Neptune denotes the expansion of the imagination and allows the visionary ability to achieve greater heights. Everything we just discussed, guys. This mansion signifies recognition of your own creativity by yourself and others, and indicates a sudden surging in the powers of your imagination. Ooh, I love this. I love the gift of this expansion. If you draw this card, then you must accept responsibility for your own talents and use them for good of yourself and good of others, urging you to believe in your own many and varied abilities and their worth to other people. Key phrase, sharing your gifts. We're sharing our gifts. It's time, guys. We're going online. We're sharing our gifts. This is lit. This is lit. Okay. I want to get some tarot. So, we're going to patch. And when we're working with the night, we're working with the moon and Cancer. So see here, we have the sword. I want you to see we have the sword and we're working with Cancer. We're working with Cancer here and Leo, and we're working with Cancer here. We're working with the moon and Pluto because we're healing from extremism energy. We're healing from the extremes. We're finding the balance. We're finding the balance within. We're now creating the center of the patterning. And that's what we're doing here, okay, guys? We're working with love. And look, Hera, the red moon goddess, is right here. This is Cancer. So look, now we're expanding with the energies of that crap. Of the nurture energy. This definitely means something. So we can heal from competitiveness. Yes. So we're going to heal from the devil energies with the Queen of Wands, our passions, Aries season, with La Luna. On the path of the moon, we're going to make the connections we need to make. We're going to follow that scarab beetle. We're going to heal our chakras with our chakras. We're going to connect and communicate with our chakras right now. We're going to have a connection. We're going to communicate with our own energy through love. Guys, I have to ask the cards this now. We're going to communicate with our own energy through love. And it's like the child and the Queen of Wands, they're communicating. They're communicating. This means something. This means something. What does this mean? We're going here. We're going to the magic of you. Let's see what this means. What does this mean? What does this mean? There it is. Liberation. This is on point with our last reading. Liberation. Free yourself. Liberation is the codependency card. It's time to liberate yourself from toxic people who might have been soft and seductive in life once, but are now smothering you. The girl of liberation was once seduced by the soft embrace of the swan. But now its deathly gaze signifies all life is gone and she is trapped by its snake-like coils, crushing her essence. It's time to unwind the tentacles. And this is what the Queen of Wands came here to tell us. It's time. These tentacles wrapped around you, be they those of lovers, family members, any people with intimate access to you, are addictions, any sort of toxicity. Recognize who is lifting you and who is pulling you down. The tentacles might also be that of a job or learning environment. It is time to move on when liberation appears. In a situation of codependency, remember you are holding each other back. So although you may feel that you owe it to another person to stay and continue, liberation reminds you that it's not only you who is being held back. And it's true, and it's not trusting in the universe. That's when we're creating with God complexes there, because we're saying it's only us. It's the same thing when we heal codependency when we're in separation from our counterpart. This is part of the job, so to speak. And it's just like thinking that, you know what, you can only have that happiness with your counterpart, and your counterpart can only have that happiness with you, and you must be together. It must be the way that it looks in your head. And this is what you're owed because you're separate from them. You're being wrong. That's codependency. It's trusting that no matter what, you're connected to this planet. So you're connected. And that's a tough pill to swallow for many. That's something to really surrender to. But when you expand enough and you fall in love with life, all that stuff fades away. All that stuff fades away and you feel the love. You feel the rhythm. You feel the connection to creation. You feel what you felt for your counterpart, but you feel that with life. Now, does that mean we don't still like hold this space in our heart for our counterpart? Of course. Of course, you know, we still want to be with them in the 3D. That is the reality of this 3D place. We were meant to work in teams of 2 and more. We were meant to be families. We were meant to be, you know, supportive of one another. That just got twisted. That got lost. We got lost in this every man for himself. Every man's having their own kingdom, and everyone is, you know, doing exactly what we just talked about. Stuck in codependency, stuck in saying that it has to be this way. And if it's not this way, it's not right, and we can't be happy. It's restoring that connection back to the universe, back to life, and so we don't feel separate from it, and we trust in the universe. We trust in this power bigger than us. We understand there's a life. That's where the life force is. It's just like, even if we come into, you know, we get pulled apart from someone, well, the universe needs to care about their greatest good too. We need to care about their greatest good. If we're in this relationship with somebody and we know that it's not in alignment with either one of us, it's not for our greatest good, but you know, we feel obligated to be there, or it's like, no, I don't want that person to be alone, I owe this to them, or I don't want to be this alone, I owe this to myself. Well, we're not trusting in the universe, and then that person too, they have the right to expand. And holding on is selfish. It is just selfish, and we honor this. We honor and surrender to the way this place works. That's where that's where we're seeing and expanding our perceptions with a little bit more. And yeah, we still are playing with our fantasies. We're still playing with them, but they're healthy. They're high vibe. We're still honoring though the lower vibrations, what we need to grieve and purge through our chakras, release through our energy. So we are the Taurus. We, at the end of the day, want to become the Taurus, and we're going to lift off. We're just going to lift off. So we're going to take action and free ourselves. This is connected to a ritual called the Bound Doll. To affirm liberation in your life and freedom from stagnancy, take a doll, wrap it in red cord. There's our connection to the red string. Red cord or yarn many times until its arms and legs are bound. Every morning, focus on what you need to be liberated from and unwind 2 coils from the doll. Do this every day until the doll is unbound. By then, you will also be free. I don't know if I'm going to do that. But there is great symbolism in saying that we're working on ourselves and freeing ourselves from this space and place. All right, guys. Let's just see where we're going. Where we're going, then we're going to say goodbye. Where are we going? Where are we going? We're freeing ourselves. We're liberating ourselves. It's number 13, our connection to those 13 spheres of knowledge and the feminine. Our introspection with La Luna. The Queen of Pentacles is helping to free us from our fear. And we do so. We expand with the earth, and the Prince of Pentacles literally through the earth, because we restore balance. The Nine of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles again. Telling you. We're going to invest in the earth. This is so connected to our last reading. We have the High Priestess and the Seven of Pentacles. We're going to invest in the earth and expand. With the Five of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. There it is. we're going to pick we're going to shift. How are we shifting here? How are we shifting? Exactly. We're restoring connection within. And we're moving forward to love on the path of the moon. To restore balance with adjustment. And we do so, we expand. This is what we're working on, guys, right now. Through wish fulfillment. As we heal from lust. Love, light, and healing energy sent your way to crave today, guys. I look forward to seeing you again next time. It'll be that full moon reading. Take care, guys.